All right, traders, a very good evening to you all. This is Avril from the Tradepsyche, and I welcome you all to the post-market analysis, outlook, and expectations for the market for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Thursday. Tomorrow will be Sensex expiry. So in this video, we'll also look that how the Sensex expiry can be, whether it can be trending, whether it can be sideways, right? In this video, we'll also discuss that how are the markets today. What we discussed yesterday, did it happen, right? And we'll also discuss about the price action. And today I'm gonna show you one small interesting thing. So stay focused to this video. By the end of this video, we'll get to know that whether tomorrow the markets can be slightly bearish, bullish, or maybe it will be sideways. It will be a sideways expiry, right? So stay hooked to the video till the last. Right. In the end of this video, we'll also discuss the OI data for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. The change in OI data, particularly that how is the data built today, right? And what bias we can take out. Right. So let's start the discussion. But even before starting the discussion, I'll mention the link to my Telegram group in the description box below. If you are a trader, whether swing, intraday, positional, whatever kind of trader you are, if you are looking for guidance, if you are looking for something like how to trade, what to trade, and when to trade, do join that group. Because if you are a new trader, if you are someone new to the trading world, you will definitely need the guidance. Me being here from past 4.5 years in the trading world, uh, you know uh, I'll do my best in helping you, in guiding you, right? So first of all, we'll also discuss that what we talked about the markets in our Telegram group. Right, so do check that group out. It has a small nominal joining fees, and currently we are running some discounts for the ones who want to just try it for 1 month on a trial basis. So I'll also put the discount code in the description box below. Do check it out. All right. So today, right, there's nothing much to discuss in the markets. First, we'll discuss that what we talked about the markets in morning. We expected that again the Nifty will open a 80-100 point gap up, and just like yesterday, today also we opened 50-60 points around gap up. And if you can see this, we opened around, I think, 50-60 points gap up, and I specifically mentioned that then we analyze the change in OI data for today. Major resistance at 26,000 as per yesterday's change. So unless we cross 26,000 today and sustain, we are not going to see any bullish price action, right? And we have high CEP writing near at the money, which is 25,900 and 26,000. So this zone is a very heavy fighting zone. Whichever side writers will give up, we will see a move in opposite to that. Seems like if we break 25,800, we can fall to 25,500. If we break 26,000, and then in one shot we'll go to 26,500. But none of the event happened, right? The data is so aggressive at the ATM, right? uh, Apart from that, we discussed, as clients are bearish, the conclusion of this participant OI data, as clients are bearish and FIs are bullish, we can see a buy and dips markets, but be cautious. FI and F carried stock future short, right? To sum up, we are opening exactly at 26,000, which is an acute resistance. We also know that these level has large CE sellers, so they will try to bring the markets down in the first half, and as the second half will come, FIs will try to recover the markets. Overall, if we sustain about 26,000 on hourly basis, then only fresh longs. So as soon as we opened around 26,000, the first, I think, 1 hour markets were bearish. We hit, I think so, 100 EMA on 5 minutes time frame. Then we took some support. So from price action perspective, understand this one thing, that whenever markets are opening at a very good resistance, technically in a gap up or in a gap down, markets are opening at a very good support, generally the markets, they recover the gap. So today there was a gap of almost 60-100 points. The markets went till 26,000, crossed, but didn't even sustain on 5 minutes basis, and we collapsed to straight 25,900. But today, what has happened today is the markets were mixed. The markets were not completely bullish. So today was the first day after the trade deal happening in the markets, that the markets were in pressure. IT as usual 2% down. We have already discussed that why is Nifty IT's index is going down, right? And other than that, I think private banks, energy, mid select, and today I think most sectors in the broader market closed flat. If you see small cap flat, micro cap half a percentage down, mid caps, all the three indexes they closed flat. So today was the first day after the markets have factored each and every bullishness. The markets were in pressure for the first time, right? And yesterday, what we discussed is the only fear in the index. I have a kind of a price action of like this, right? This we discussed. If you guys remember, if you guys are a regular viewer, then you know that we have discussed this, right? And that's the only main reason. If the markets want to negate this price action, I want, or probably I think everybody wants the markets to go above 26,300 as soon as possible, because then and only this price action will get invalidated. But if at all, because see, there are 2 points here. We'll start the discussion for tomorrow, right? But yeah, today we could see, I think, some negativity in the markets, right? But still, a decision is yet to be taken, that whether this negativity will sustain, or whether we'll cross about 26,100, right? So then we posted this, and past 4 hourly candlestick low is 25 900 870, as discussed in the video yesterday. We also discussed this. If at all we are breaking below 870, 780 will be the target, right? First, our OI data change, we are seeing addition of more number of shorts. So the shorts which got added today, they didn't let the markets go above 26,000, and this was something which was updated in the first hour itself, that acute shorts have been added, and the biggest short added and highest resistance is being added at 26,000. So it was very probable that today the markets will not try to capture 26,000, or it will break 26,000, right? Then we discussed next few supports in the market. We posted this few supports which you are currently seeing on my 5 minutes chart, and exactly from that support, markets again took support. So today, I think the discussion was very fruitful. We saved many traders from, I think, trading in the markets. And then mid markets data, mid markets Y data change was also bearish, right? I think then we posted that whoever is new, I specifically mentioned that you guys have to wait a lot. So that's how we roll in theta edge, right? It's not about trading here and there. It's about, unless and until any specific concrete level gets broken out, or broken down, we don't trade the markets, right? So let's. This was the discussion we had today morning in the group. Let's start the discussion for tomorrow. All right. The levels will not change. I'll bring back these levels, but I want to show you guys one thing. See, this was this whole period, right? This whole saga of ultimate volatility. We have seen this earlier, right? And when was this when this happened last time? If you go back in history, this happened, this much volatility. I mean, if within 3 to 4 sessions Nifty moved 2000 to 3000 points, this much volatility was around election period of time, 2024, right? And post that, the point from where we started falling, within, I think, 3 sessions we recovered the whole fall. And post that, to digest the volatility, what we did, if you can see these 10 candlesticks, the markets were just dragging on the upside, nothing, because even the markets were coming down. I think these are back to back 10 dojis. And at this point of time, we also formed some bearish price action, wherein now we felt, okay, this might be the all time high and we will fall. But I think even markets went down, but it very rapidly it came up. So this might be possible as of now also. Right. Why this might be possible? Because when this much huge volatility comes in the market, the premiums this get spiked up, and those spiked up premiums are huge benefit for option sellers for a long period of time. So we might actually see dragged momentum kind of like this for next couple of days also, like this, because what damage this price action does to the traders in the intraday is because I'll show you. You have, if you're an active trader in the markets, probably you have seen what kind of intraday markets we are seeing. Markets are just not going anywhere, right? So it's fine. It's basic natural markets, right? And we have to deal with it. Unless and until we will see very cheap premiums, the markets will not show you a good trending momentum, right? So let's start the discussion on tomorrow, right? So now, today, for the first time, we have, I think, formed a decent kind of negativity in the market, but still I'll not consider this as bearish unless and until we close down below prior daily low. So the level for tomorrow is same, 26,000, above 26,000 same, the drill is same. Above 26,000 you will see ultra sharp covering. You might say that yes, yeah, today's high, the previous day high for today was 25,987. So why didn't we go bullish? Because we didn't sustain above it. If you see 987, the markets exactly went till 987 and we didn't sustain above it, right? So the strategy, the plan will be the same tomorrow, and just exactly how we discussed yesterday. If at all we start going above 26,000 intraday, then and only we might see 26. First level we might see is 26,250, 26,300, and above 26,300 it's an open ground, right? But the important thing here to note down here is now the prior day low is 25,950 will also mark this level. Below 25,950 the markets will come in a panic zone, and let's go to early time frame and see that what essentially the markets are doing. So if you see, when we started recovering from that gap up, the brutal gap up we saw, right? We have been moving in gaps. There is a gap on the downside. There is no gap as in as a whole above this level, but there is a gap below 780. So there is also a probability that we might come down for a gap covering, but that's only and only possible when I think we'll try to break down 25,870. If at all we try to break down 870, we might hit 25,780, and I think in the momentum the gap will get covered, right? But unless and until, see, if I take you to 15 minutes time frame, the markets naturally are doing nothing in intraday. So there is no trading opportunity getting generated. And when I talk about index, there are only few stocks which are going bearish, or which are moving at least in intraday, so that traders get a trading opportunity, right? So from SEBI, I'm not allowed to discuss the stocks also. Discuss the stocks. That's why I'm not taking the name of any stocks or maybe discussing the charts, right? But be careful that we'll also post the data in our Telegram group today. So be careful that for the first time we have seen slight pressure in the markets, right? So the drill is same. About 26,000 we have already marked, 26,100, 200, 250. But below this first green zone, all the three support zones will get tested, because the next good support is exactly at 25,700, 800 zone, right? So be careful in that, and don't try to unnecessarily find opportunities on the index, even if the markets are not giving you any chance, right? So from early perspective, one very famous strategy we trade is the break of 20 EMA and the crossover of 5 EMA from 20 EMA up from the top, and then we trade with the trend, just like how we have traded here. So there is a possibility, but we have to wait whether the markets really actually go on the upside or on the downside. So there is one more trading setup, this which is called a box trading setup, wherein you form this box, and if this box is broken on the upside, you can project the same width of this box, and you can keep a target as in like this, right? And you can project the same box on the downside and project this one, because the same thing happened here. If you can see, this box broke out exactly range the market took a resistance at this point of time. So even if this box gets broken out on the upside, you can target 26, 100, 150, right? But I think 26,000 is a big psychological level. Above it, I think short covering can come in the markets, right? So we'll discuss on 5 minutes time frame, that on the basis of opening, how to trade the markets. See, same strategy. If at all the markets are opening a big gap up, play the barn dips. But let me tell you one thing, that this range now is just limited to I think 100 points. So this is a very fine range. So above and below this range only markets will give you momentum, unless and until we stay. And yesterday also we discussed that unless and until we cross this range, we don't cross this range, we will not see a momentum in the markets, right? So the plan is simple, but be careful on the downside. It will really be dependent on the data which is getting formed today. What is the FII's positioning on the index? What is the participants data? So every morning We share this data and we plan our strategy every morning before the you know starting of the day. So it gives you a sense of a bias, maybe, that okay, we have made the plan today. If at all the markets go over 26,000, we will only go long, but we will not short the markets unless a particular level on the downside gets broken down. We will not touch the markets. This is how we trade. This is how we roll in theta edge. We plan the trade, then we, then and only we trade. It is a very uh, famous thing in the world of trading. Plan, I think it's I think majorly said as plan your trade and then trade your plan. Right? If you understand it, that what is the meaning of this is means first plan out your trade and then trade what you have planned. Right, I hope you are getting me what I'm trying to say. Don't just arbitrarily go in the markets and buy a call or put. For a few days you might make money, but when the markets will really start to go against you, you'll not be able to make any money in the markets. Rather, you'll lose money. You'll think that you are making money, but at the end of the day you'll be on the losing side. Right, so take care of that. uh, I hope the levels are clear on the downside, but on a generic note, the markets can really show you this kind of price action if the trend starts to bend, and it will if at all it has to bend, it will definitely bend in a circular pattern like this, and break of these levels on the downside can give you a good trending momentum. This we have discussed yesterday also, so no point of again and again discussing. Let's straight go to bank nifty. Bank Nifty, if at all you see, we are essentially taking support from daily 5 EMA, and I have told you this setup multiple times that if you are long when the markets are above 5 EMA, keep daily 5 EMA as support, right? And whenever the markets touch that, try to buy the dip, right? So above 60,000, 61,000, exactly whatever we have discussed yesterday, the same drill goes on for today also. But any move below, because now this zone 6500, 6600, this zone is basically prior 3-day lows. So many put sellers will be accumulated here, and if it gets breached, the bank nifty will also come for a gap covering zone, right? That's it. I think bank nifty does not need a much elaborate discussion. Let's trade go to the sensex option chain. Now can you see what I'm seeing? 84 200 at the money sensex option chain. What is it saying? It is saying that at the money straddle premium are around 400, is around 400. It's not a less premium. These premiums are not less, and we can expect, markets are expecting a trending momentum tomorrow. If these premiums are not decayed till roughly around 150 200 premium by the end of 11 o'clock 12 o'clock, then second half will be definitely trending. We do not know. We discussed the bias in the telegram group in the morning itself, based on the participants data, right? So yes, the premiums are high and we are expecting a trending momentum tomorrow. If at all you want to look at sensex data, uh, call OI is around 1 CR and put OI is around roughly around almost 55 lakhs. So double the number, almost double the number of shorts have been added. So this gives me at least a bearish bias for tomorrow. But the heaviest resistance is being added at 84,500. If at all we cross above or we open gap up at 84,500, I think markets will not stop there. The markets might go to 85,000, 86,000, right? So for nifty, the case is same. I think for nifty the long there are the ratio is still better. The long to short ratio is still better. 3 cr of longs have been shorts have been added, and 2 cr of shorts have been added, longs have been added. So I think that the data says the data still says a bearish bias, but the bearish bias is less as compared to sensex, right? The biggest resistance is added at 26,000. So unless we break above 26,000 and sustain, we are not going to see any bullish momentum, right? For bank nifty, uh, damn, for bank nifty, right, good amount of longs have been added. So this is a little bit confusing. And bank nifty, right, I'm not sure why bank nifty always goes against the major trend of Nifty and Sensex, right? So this was a discussion for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let's discuss crude, gold, and silver. So crude, if you see, crude is going bullish as of now, and we have discussed the crude was trapped in a box, and officially the targets for the upside on in crude are getting opened up. And if you see, right, we have successfully closed an early candlestick of this box. So officially the level of 6100, 61 30 20 opens up, but we should not again go below 5900. I mean, not 59, 58, 5800, right? So maintain a buy and dip strategy exactly on early 5 EMA. Whenever the markets come at early 5 EMA, markets will take a support unless we see a crossover of 5 EMA and 20 EMA on the downside. That's it, right? Gold saw a very good bullish momentum just a while back, but I think it's into again some correction mode, right? So gold was also in a box range, and we broke out of that box, and we are seeing a failed breakout. So expect gold to again come back to this support level. This support level, I think, you know, for gold, the major support will be 156, 1,56,000. If at all gold breaks this 156, will come back to 154, and this time 154 will not sustain. So it is very much necessary for gold to break above 1,57,000 to go till 160 and 165. So for me now, gold was a buy and dips till gold was here, but it has again broken down the support. So if at all gold again comes back above 157, it will become buy and dips. So try to buy gold or try to be long on gold unless we break down 156, correct? Silver has seen a good momentum as of now. We saw good price action in the Asian session and the London session. Now let's see what happens in the American session. uh, Today's high is 275. Unless we break down, I think, below 2,70,000, do not short silver, rather maintain a buy and dips uh, stance. All right. So this was the discussion for Nifty 50, Bank Nifty, silver, crude, gold, and we have also discussed the OI. Right. So this was it, guys. This was the trading plan for tomorrow. I hope you have liked the analysis. If you're watching till now, leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any doubts regarding the Telegram group, leave me a comment in the comment section. Cheers. Stay safe in the markets. Good evening.